all of these heroes can really benefit from the CM aura as well. You'll see Death Prophet often pick up like an early raindrop, partially because he needs that mana regen. Breeze. Actually sort of ridiculous. And, I have to admit, this mid lane for DK going a lot better than we both thought. He's kind of keeping par with S4. They're going to have a battle for the rune. Dragon Knight gets the double damage. Nice stun, but he gets off a Spirit Siphon. Now Metpum comes around the backside. It'll be the end of the S4 Death Prophet. A little hyper saved him there. At 8-2 charges, too.
Greed. Tame my wild greed.
They're going to go in for more. That's another raindrop down. Akke going around the backside, but Seneko heals him with a Soul Rip, and now Akke in deep will die. He gets punished for his insolence. Great rotation. He just hit level 6. I think Abaddon, one of the better heroes to deal with that kind of kill lane in the Undying Tide, because they can't really kill the Abaddon unless he really messes up. Speaking of messing up, it's S4 in the mid. He gets stunned up. He gets brought down like a sack of bricks in the river. And jack shit, but for... in a vacuum, it's good for EGM. But you're right. I mean, I don't really understand the Abaddon pick in general here. Like, we're going to see the Primal Roar. There we go. Good rotation from the Bulldog. Metpum going to be chased down as well. He's already used his magic missile. They should be able to find this kill. Yep, Crypt Swarm will make it happen. TP in from Seneko. Soul Rip. Not going to be enough. He's going to have a few more decays. This is going to be a hard kill to get. They're going to have to commit deep for it, but they want it. Spirit Siphon, bringing him low. There's the decay. It's not enough. And Alliance did a huge team fight. 3 kills, all flip side. They see this smoke coming, and they guess it right.
Can they get out, though?
Ward comes down. Tame My Wild's just kind of hanging around. Primal Roar from Bulldog. Aphotic Shield to follow up. Quite a bit of burst damage. Shotchlo now drops the Ravage. S4 getting low. That Exorcism not going to last long. Metpum getting low. It could still be an okay fight for Alliance. Shotchlo getting low off to the side. He'll be forced to back out. Akke tanking the zombies. Gets off a full duration freezing field. Barely healed up by EGM. They want Shotchlo. Oh boy, the Crystal Nova just falls short, and it's looking like a bad fight for Alliance after all. 1 for 2 out of the gate, but it's not done yet. Abaddon will fall to the backside, and Akke will try to micro his way into the tree line, and it will not be successful. Going to end as a 1 for 4. A big deal maker there, of course, was the 504k net worth is their favor. They have knocked down a couple towers, but they're also just farming well in these lanes. Terrorblade getting a lot of momentum, and this Undying pick still working out pretty well. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Missed that one down bottom. Primal Roar set up on...
Kate showing up top for a little while there, and well, I mean, they snap this, but did that rotation.
Whoa, nice what a swap on the Bulldog. Last second as that TP was about to complete. Magic Missile follow-up. Heal on the Metpum as well as a Ravage from Shotchlo. Bulldog still alive. Gets off a Primal Roar. Tame My Wild will come in and finish him off with a Breathe Fire.
Smoke. Heroes on the high ground.
Yep, here we go. How's this fight going to start, though? It's Bulldog looking for the opening. S4 pops the ult. They go in onto Sidoi, but Seneko heals him up. Now the freezing field from Akke doing some pretty serious damage here. He's on the high ground. Seneko comes in to try to bring him down, but the damage is real. Terrorblade and Vengefall right away. Akke will probably die here. The slow actually keeps Seneko at bay. Oh my god, it's a 4-0. Saw this out. Without the Tombstone, Flipside are feeling much more hesitant here. Probably wishing he put the Tombstone on the south side rather than the north side. S4 now stunned. Tame My Wild can't connect with the Dragon Tail. Now they turn back on the Shotchlo. Primal Roar, if they can bring him down, it'd be huge. Swap allows him to get the Ravage off, but it doesn't connect on the whole team. Now Loda joins the party. Sidoi gets off the Sunder, but Loda goes into Dark Pact, and they should be able to kill him right after. It's Shadow Dance, not Dark Pact, but either way, he does survive, and Flipside getting run down. Shotchlo slowed up, killed by the Crypt Swarm, and it looks like Seneko will be able to TP out.
Down near the Roche pit and think that was gonna be enough for your lineup. Just the vision of Beastmaster is so difficult to contend with. It's so easy for Alliance to start planning around this, to start thinking about it, and they don't take it fast enough.
This game now way in favor of Alliance. It's about a 6-7k net worth lead, and we could see another fight break out. Akke gets initiated on. Compliments of the Tombstone. Metpum on the way in, looking for a stun. Will find it, but there's a lot of dire heroes nearby. They might get Akke, but they should be able to find a few counter kills. They'll get the Tombstone as well as the Undying. Now Metpum trying to make it out. Swap onto one of the illusions. Cheeky little play there, but S4 on the hunt. Crypt Swarm connects. One more auto attack. They'll find it. And they trade 1 for 2, vastly in favor of Alliance. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Tame My Wild initiated on.
They're holding hand. Perfect. Really good itemization here.
Oh,
now
Loda.
With the DD.
Yep. Double damager and makes this a nice easy kill. Seneko, level 1 Soul Rip, gonna do what he can. Surprised that he uses the Flesh Golem for this. He will get swapped back by Metpum. It's a really close call, but Loda unable to secure the kill. Now they're gonna try to turn and bring down Loda. It's the other way. Bulldog was chasing down the Terra Blade, and they're just...
I can see a necessary item, but it's just not giving you that typical, like, big gap that you're looking at. Oh, Akke, maybe? They're going for it.
Oh, they're gonna get him. Is the team nearby?
Nice.
Nope, it's just a quick pick on the Crystal Maiden. Okay. Well, space created for damage at 50 HP. Still an interesting choice this game. We'll talk about it in a moment, though, as it looks like a fight could break out mid. They put down the Sentry Ward. Loda needs to be kind of careful here, but he's just going to go charging on in. Seneko taking a lot of damage to start. They've already had to use the swap. Now came My Wild, caught by the Primal Roar, but the counter Ravage from Shotchlo, it's not going to be enough. They've lost the Dragon Knight. S4 not taking any damage at this point, doing so much with the Exorcism. They'll bring down the Tide Hunter, and the rest of FlipSid are in full retreat. The Atos slowing down Venge. No way for Metpum to get out. They're just going to let him go. Bulldog has his set sight on the high-value prize of Sidoi. He does still have a Sunder. Maybe he can get it off to turn this around, but the silence comes out. Oh my god, right after the Manta. Perfect timing from S4. It'll be an entire team wipe just about. Vengeful Spirit being chased down by Crystal Maiden. Akke will secure the kill. What a fight for Alliance.
2k gold after that solo pick, man. He's having a hell of a game. Now gonna
is this just over? Like, is this straight up the end of the game? There's no Ravage. They're pretty light on buybacks. One lane of Barracks down for sure. I mean, they don't have Exorcism, but Primal Roar is up in 5.
Instead of momentum. Like, it's so unlikely that they'll come back from this, but I don't think they'll get too many picks. They might get like 1 kill because they stayed for both of them.
I mean, they might not tap out quite yet. Shotchlo, just what they're doing right now. Shotchlo's already checked out. He's just working out. Guardian Greaves now picked up by the Abaddon. Here's the initiation. Bulldog caught by the Blink Dragon Tail. All right, and they get a pick on the Beastmaster. That's a small
yeah, wow. Yeah, I think Bulldog just sitting around a little bit too long farming up this refresher of his, but that's alright. I'll just push down the mid lane, try and put some pressure. Lotus in the back lines. Oh look, another DD! Sorry, Seneko, condolences.
Yep, Alliance. Oh, Loda does get stunned up. Alliance not nearby to save him. He's actually going to trade 1-for-1. No! Gets the Shadow Dance off. Jump.
The delay Alliance dead.
Yep, and they will hold the Exorcism. Radiant have no firm intel, but Dire, they certainly know. S4 comes charging out of the pit. Ravage used only on 2. S4 still at about half health. Tame My Wild comes in. He gets off the Yules after the swap. It's a chaotic fight with BKB popped to plenty, but S4 will be the first casualty. Roche still dies to Alliance. It's Loda that gets the Aegis. EGM just barely survives. He already uses borrowed time. Again, Akke getting a decent ultimate off. It does get interrupted this time, but still, he does a fair bit of damage. All 5 still alive for FlipSid. It's looking like a good hold for now. They brought down the Aegis, Loda BKBs, but it won't be enough to save him. He doesn't have a Shadow Dance. It's 3 down on the side of Alliance, and FlipSid get something. What's the point of betting on a 1-to-1 payout? It's like...
Told you, man, true fans, true believers.
It's like low risk, 0 reward. Uh-oh. Tame My Wild goes in on the Bulldog. He'll pop the BKB. Bulldog has the Aphotic Shield, and he's just going to TP out. No worse for wear. I'll be happy to get a BKB on cooldown. Tame My Wild will interrupt the TP home from EGM, though. Borrowed time gets used, and that'll be the end of the Abaddon. Makes a little space before he falls, as Loda's down bottom, chipping at this tier 3 tower. And that was the 9-second BKB. Damage mitigation to pop it on the Terra Blade can be pretty huge.
Or the Tide Hunter. That's guy, jeez. With like all his anchor smashes and stuff, Loda picks off the curry at the secret. It's kind of nice.
Had a little bit of cargo on it. Looks like an Assault Karas for Tame My Wild. That'll be delayed by at least 3 minutes.
Tame My Wild's gonna find S4 up top here.
Yeah, they're gonna go blow for blow in the jungle. It's Tame My Wild that's got all the friends nearby. He exercises for this. Wow. S4 feeling confident. He's just going to try and make as much space as possible as his team goes for the base, and he's actually doing an absurd amount of damage.
What?
Spirit Siphon's coming aplenty. He kills the Dragon Knight. It's actually S4 versus the world. He will die, but look at the enemy base. They've gotten the tier 3 tower down bottom. Sidoi pops the BKB, but takes a Primal Roar right away. And meanwhile, up top, Loda as well as EGM are just going for the melee barracks, slow and steady. The rat plays from Alliance are real as Sidoi gets locked down in the bottom lane. Terrorblade will fall. He does have a buyback. DK doesn't. And they could potentially get Mega here. On the other side of the fight, Shotchlo and Metcom not winning the battle against EGM and Loda. In fact, they'll actually lose Shotchlo. He has a Ravage available, but no buyback. What a misplay from FlipSid. Their base now completely crippled. Top lane of Barracks destroyed. They'll smoke up. Alliance just looking for this one last fight to seal the deal. Maybe waiting for the Exorcism to come up. 25 seconds as Loda, he's hunting around. He finds Shotchlo. Say goodnight to your Kraken Shell. BKB's used. It's Loda that's going to pop his. Almost bringing him down. Misses the pounce. Come on, Loda. You can do it. He sure will. Now the Shadow Dance comes out to reset things. He's got teammates inbound. Silence on to Tame My Wild. They're still looking to pursue. Now Tame My Wild uses his BKB. Oh no, that's not how you want to do it. S4 though gets swapped. He's got a Yules. He's got an Exorcism. He'll turn as he pops the ult. Net pump. Slowed down, hit by the Spirit Siphon. Tame My Wild without a BKB will try to fight on the high ground, but S4 taking huge damage from Sadoy. Yule's Scepter buys him a little bit of time, but it's not enough. This Terrorblade actually doing a lot of work here. He's going to get a kill on Akke, but now Bulldog comes in. Primal Roar, they get the kill. All 4 dead on FlipSid, do not have a buyback, and they'll just call it. Their base starting to get pushed in. They get completely wiped by Maxtic Final Flight as Alliance take the game and the series 30-19.
On the flip side, they certainly played a better game than I think a lot of people. And they won 20 minutes of Dota today, and it was the first 10 minutes of both games. And so they can, they can take that. But unfortunately, it tends to be the latter half of the games that actually ends up mattering. So, yeah. Alliance Dota comes on through, very impressive in a lot of ways. Maybe not so much that early game. Could be a little bit disappointed in some ways from that, and maybe have some issues. Maybe a focus on leading up into TI. But in terms of closing out games and